Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description, and if you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Definitely try to visit the channel. There are more awesome websites built using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, React.js as well. And we have added so many animation. We have used a lot of JavaScript libraries like AOS, animation and typing JavaScript. So definitely try to visit the channel. And now let's go through the website. You can see the hover effect on the navbar, the color change effect, and you can see the hover effect on the social media icons, and you can see the box shadow effect around the navbar, and you can see the hover effect, as well as you can see the color change, background color change and hover effect on the button. Then you can see the bar design using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, so that we can be able to mention the proficiency at that particular work. You can see here. Then we have added some icons to represent the things that we do, that is web developer, mobile developer, networking and debugging. And you can see the projects here. You can see the hover effect on the button. Then you can see the projects. You can see the hover effect on the demo button. You can see how neatly we have given the background color to the entire project work. Then you can see here two more projects, demo buttons. Then we have the contact me form, name, email and message, and you can see the hover effect on the button, and the footer with social media icons. This entire website is also available in mobile and tab version. That is, it is entirely responsive website. Let me show you that. This is the desktop view of the website as you've seen before. Now let's try to go to see the tab version and mobile version of the website. You can see this is the mobile version of the website, how neatly they are aligned, the projects as well as the contact me form. You can see how neatly they have all been aligned. You can see this is the navigational bar, and you can see below support at the date, email, our contact details and the social media icons. And you can see the responsiveness of this website, that is moving from one page to the another by clicking on the particular navbar. You can see the project. So this website is entirely responsive, and this entire website is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing front-end works using HTML, CSS and JavaScript as well as React.js. If you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the description. Please let me know in the comment section, and the source code is available in the description. And definitely try to build this project. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now let's go through the line by line code for this professional portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So now let's go to index.html file. In the index.html file, you can see in the head tag we have the meta elements for SEO purposes. Then we have the title tag for providing the title of the website, that is responsive portfolio. Then we have links to connect the font families and Google API with our index.html. We have used the link tag and we have referred them to through an external link. Then we have another link tag to link our style.css file. You can see this is our style.css file. Then we have linked two images. One is the PNG and one is the SVG file that we want to load before the website. That is the reason we have mentioned relevances payload. those two elements are added by using the link tag in the head section. So those will be reloaded first. Then let's go to the body section. In the body section, right now we are in the header section, and in the header section you can see that we have a div as container, and in the div we have an anchor tag to referring to our image, that is a portfolio image. Then we have our nav element, navbar tag for having the nav elements, that is one. We have another div where nav top, that is portfolio image, as well as we have this nav close button which is for the uh, mobile view. Whenever the screen size is small, we will not be able to display the entire website, right? So we will not be able to display this entire nav bar. So we because the size of the screen is very small for the mobile, so we will hide this website using the uh, before and after function in the CSS file, and using an aside function. By clicking on that button, we will be able to recall that navbar into our website. So for that, we are adding that nav button here, which is for the mobile. Then we have this portfolio image is for, you can see here, the portfolio image is here. Then we have uh, the unordered list for, then we have list item, and by using the anchor element we are writing the navbar elements, that is home, about, projects, contact, and by adding the h reference we are moving to that particular section. So whenever you click on this particular button, that is when you click on the home button, you will be moved to the home section. You can see here the home section we have id as home. So for the particular id, whatever id we mention here in the h reference of that particular anchor tag, that for that section we will be moved. So here I am mentioning hashtag home and hashtag about, hashtag project, hashtag contact. Then we have another div, that is to mention the uh, Gmail, email address as well as mobile number. This will also visible in the mobile view. And we have next, we have is the social links, that is our Twitter. By using the unordered list, we are having the list elements, that is list elements. Then we have anchor element, and we have used the icons for this. Here I am linking Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Then we come to the end of the nav bar. Then we have another button function to open the nav menu button. That is in the mobile version we won't be able to have the entire nav bar, so we'll be adding a menu button. So whenever you click on that menu button, then it will open the menu bar, that is our nav bar. And whenever you click on the cross button, that is mentioned here, you can see this is the close button. So whenever you click on this close button, automatically the menu will close. So next we have an overlay. Then we have header section completes here. So now let's go to the CSS file along with our HTML, so that you can be able to understand each and every section perfectly. Let me show you the image also. So first we will go to the root element. So root is nothing but whenever you want to reuse the values again and again in your website, you don't have to write them every time. You don't have to mention like this HSLA 0%, 100%. It will take a lot of time. So you will mention all those values by giving them particular names, like I mentioned here, that dash dash white. So such values you can mention here, and by using the var element, you can get me show you the var element. Here you can see HTML font family var. Then I'm mentioning the name that I've given, that is ff manrope. So here you can see here ff manrope is the font family that we are using, that is manrope font family. So it will be directly use it at that particular point without having to write this entire value. So such elements are represented in the root element. You can see all the colors I have mentioned here. Then font family, then font sizes I have mentioned. Then I have font weight, that is 700. Then section padding and shadow effects. You can see the shadow effect here also. The box shadow effect, that effect values also I have mentioned here. Then I have radius values, then transition values also I have given. Next we can go to the star, that is the basic values, starting values. Margin padding is 0, box size is border box, Then we have list element. For any default list value, there will be default CSS will be applied to those list items. So we are removing those values by using list style equal to none. And for the anchor tag, image tag, span and button, and for the icons, we using display is equal to block. And for the anchor tag also we have inherited, that is default value. So here we are giving color inherent, then text decoration is none, is that we will remove the underline. You can see that whenever we are up using anchor tag in the website, you can see that it will have an underline and it will be in the blue color. So those values can be removed by using the text decoration is none. Then for the image also we are mentioning the height is auto. And for input and button and text area, for these three form values we are using background equal to none, border equal to none, font is inherent. Inherent means that the default values that is present, those values will be taken. Then input for the text area width equal to 100%. Button, for the button we are adding cursor pointer. You can see whenever I hover onto the index.html file, you can see the pointer. So pointer value, that is nothing but cursor pointer. And for the icons we are using pointer event is none. HTML section, for the entire body of the section, and we are using the font family, font size and scroll behavior is smooth. Then we have body element. For that we are adding the background color, and the color to the color is also added to it. Then we have adding font size and line height. Line height is nothing but, you can see the gap in each and every line is mentioned. Hello, I am Abhiram. Then in the next line we are having some space, and we are based in Russia. So that space is nothing but the line height. The gap between each and every line is nothing but line height. Then we have body.nav active overflow equal to hidden. So whenever the nav bar goes out, the elements are more, then it will be hidden. And this WebKit scroll bar is nothing but the scroll element that we have used. Uh, this is the scroll. This is how you implement scroll bar to your personal website. Then you can give the background color to it, and you can mention the hover effect also. So whenever you hover onto that scroll bar, you can see here this is the scroll bar for the VS Code. You can see that how the background color and the border radius is not given here also. You can see the square box. It is a little bit darker than the scroll bar itself. So those colors you can mention here. And whenever you hover onto it, you can see it glows. So similar way, here also I'm adding scroll bar thumb hover. I want change in color. Just like here, how it changes whenever hover onto it. Next we have the container, that is padding inline is 16 px, then social list displays flex, align items is center, gap is 12 pixel. This social list is nothing but, you can see here the social icons. So here we are using displays flex, and we are having space of 12 pixel between each and every social media icon. Then we have social link. For that we are using font size is 2rem, transition is where transition 1. As I shown you on the website, whenever you hover onto them, the social media icon will move towards upside. The transition effect value is given here. Next we have you can see whenever you hover onto any of the social link, the transition will take place, that it will move towards upside and will change in color to orange color. Then we have a section. For the section we are adding padding block, where section padding is added to it. Then width is added to it. Then h1, h2, h3, h4, these are the heading tags, and for those heading tags we are adding the color and we are adding the line height. And for each and every tag we are mentioning the font size values for h1, h2, h3, h4. You can see as the h1 to h6 are the heading values. As you go from h1 to h6, the size of the values, the text will reduce. So here we are giving our own preferential values. Then for the button element, you can see the button element here also. This is the button element. Then for the button element, we are adding color, font size, font weight, border is given 2 pixels solid. Then we are max width is equal to max content. So how much is the content, that much space it can take. So based on the value that you mention here. Then we have padding is given 12 pixel and 28 pixel. You can see 12 pixel is up and down. Then we have 28 pixel left and right. And by using the border radius value, that is border radius, we are having a curved structure to both ends of the button. by using the border radius value. Transition, uh, transition is nothing but whenever you hover onto this button, it will move towards upside, and whenever you hover onto this contact me button, it will change the background color and it will move towards upside. So it is also there. That is hover and focus value. You can see that it will move towards upside, and whenever you hover on button secondary, whenever you hover onto it, it will move, it will change its color. That is the background color will change into orange and it will move towards upside. Then next we have section text. For the section text, font size is given, margin block end is given, then grid list is display grid, gap is equal to 30 pixel. Then you can see here the grid list. This is these two elements are in the grid format, and we are giving the gap between them is given here, that is 30 pixel. Then we have data reveal. For the data reveal option, we are adding the transition effect, uh, transform translate minus 30 pixel. Then we have 30 pixel bottom. This is for the transition data revealing, that will happen whenever we refresh the website. Then we will get these values uh, changing, that is it will come in an animation format. Towards the top it will move for 30 pixel, and bottom value will be from 30 pixel, and left it will come from minus 30 pixel, and x direction it will come from 30 pixel. That means for each and every direction we are moving the elements through a smooth animation. Then we will reveal the data reveal will be happening. Then we have the header element. For the header element, we are position is absolute, that is it will be fixed on the top. Top is 0, left is 0, background color is white, width is 100%, padding block is given. Box shadow effect, you can see the box shadow effect around the nav bar, that is entire header section. You can see the box shadow effect, the shadow around the header section, that is done by using box shadow. Then when the header is active, position is fixed, animation is slide in, that is 0.5 second is forward. So whenever you move from one section to another section, the nav bar will be fixed at the top, so it will be available in each and every section, that is given here. Then you can see header container displays flex, the justify content is space between, and align items is center. So here what we are doing, here we have three elements, one is the logo, one is the nav bar, and one is the social icon list in the entire header section. So by using the flex and space between, we are giving equal space between each and every content, and we are aligning them at exactly at the center of this particular header. You can see they are aligned exactly at the center of the header. Then we can go to nav open button. This is for the mobile version. So whenever we are in the mobile version, we'll get this one. The button will be there available in the main header position, and the nav bar will be invisible. So whenever you click on that button, it will be visible. For that, we are adding the font size and color values. Then we have nav bar, that is fixed. Top is 0, left is minus 300 pixel, and background color is given. Background color and color is given to it. Max width, then width is given. Height, padding block, and displays flex direction is column. And then we have gap is 30 pixel, visibility is hidden. So these all values are given for the mobile version. So it will be, you can see here, left minus 300 pixel means, just imagine that this is the website slide. So what I'm doing, I'm giving minus 300%. That means it will move out of the website, because it is negative value, it will go out of the website, and the visibility is hidden. So whenever you click on the navbar button, that will be visible in the mobile version. Then you can see for the navbar we are adding an active element. By adding this active element, visibility will be visible, and transform translate x is equal to 300 pixel. That is, it will move from minus 300 to 300. That means it is outside of the website. So whenever you click on the nav button, it will move inside of the website, and you can see a small slide effect, and you will be able to see the nav elements, that is uh, home, about, projects, as well as you can see here these values will be revealed. You can see home, about, projects, and contact will be revealed from the left side to right side. That is done here. Then we have nav top, that is displays flex, justify content is space between, align items is center. Next we have nav close button. So whenever you want to close the navbar, you can have a cross symbol that is here by using the ion icon. We are having the close outline. It will be available in the navbar. So whenever you click on that value, the what will happen is that it will move the back towards the back section. That is, it will become minus 300 again. It will navbar will move out of the section. Then we have nav close button, ion icon. For that we are having the stroke width, which is the width of the icon. And whenever we over onto the nav close button, you can see the background color is changed. Then navbar list, for that we are adding auto. Then navbar link, this is for the mobile versions. Then we have the uh, contact link transition. You can see for the contact link, this is the contact me button. So whenever you hover onto this button, the background color will change and it will move towards upside. That values are mentioned here. Then we have overlay, that is fixed, top is 0, left is 0, width is 100%, height is 100%, background color is 1, pointer event is none, opacity is 0, transition is var. You can see here this image is actually hovering onto another image, that is nothing but uh, overlay. You can say overlay. And for that overlay we have this 250 plus projects done, this values given. So by using this overlay we are able to fix the position and we are able to arrange the element onto it. That is our portfolio image. Next we have hero section. Just 1 second, let me show you the hero section. So here we are in the main section, and in the main section we are in the hero section. In the hero section we have figure, that is the portfolio image, and hero shapes SVG file that we have. Next we have hero content. In the div we have h1 element to represent the I am front-end developer, and paragraph element to mention the small information about the work that I am doing, and I am using another div element to have both of my buttons, that is my projects and contact me buttons. This is the hero section, and for that only we have talked about the button system. Now let's talk about the hero. Then we have hero container, displays grid, gap is 50 pixels. So displays grid, so both are having in different containers, so they will they will move each side by having a gap of 50 pixels. Then we have hero banner, position is relative, max width is max content, margin inline is auto. Margin inline is auto. You can see, uh, 1 second, you can see here this background and this image is actually the banner image for the hero element that is done here. Then we have W100, which is for the blob SVG file that we have used. For that we have given the values. Then we have hero shape. For that, position is absolute, bottom 10%, right is 2%, filter, drop, shadow, effect. Then you can see, next we have hero content, text align is center, all the data is aligned exactly at the center. Then we have section text, for that we are giving margin block. Then button wrapper, because we are adding display flex wrap is wrap, justify content is center, align items is center, and gap is 12 pixel. You can see my projects and contact me button both are in the button wrapper. They are aligned exactly the center with a gap of 12 pixels. Next we have the about section. So let's go to the about section here in the index.html. So this is the about section. We have container as the main div, then we have wrapper div, and then we have another div for the left, that is for the left data that we have. That is what I do, and by using h2 element. Then we have paragraph tag to mention the values that I'm currently working on. Then we have towards the data release towards the right side. This is for the animation. That is how we are integrating the JavaScript library inside here. So by mentioning right and left we are giving the animation reveal to it. So that means what I do and this paragraph element I'm working in web development will move from left side to right side, and this progressive list, that is web developer 100 percentage, this mobile developer, and these values will move from right side to the center of the reveal. And you can see here I'm using an unordered list in the right hand side, that is progressive list. And we have list item. In the each list item I'm having two divs. One div is to mention what is the project, that what is the domain, that is web developer, by using the paragraph element. And by having the span element I'm mentioning the percentage of proficiency with that uh, particular domain that I'm working in. Then I have another div that is for to filling the progress bar. This is exactly how you're gonna fill the progress bar. Let me show you the image. Just one second. So you can see the progress bar is filled here, 100%, 90%, 85%, 90%. So this progress bar is done here. You can see I'm having a div named as progress. Then I have another div that is progress fill. So here what I'm doing, I'm giving style equal to 100%. That is, I want to fill the entire div progress div with 100%, that so that it will looks like that I have 100% proficiency in this particular domain. So I'm filling it with equal to 100%. Here I'm giving the width, and I'm adding the background color. You can see in the same color we have this value, that is the progress bar, that spreads across the entire progress div, and we are showcasing that it is 100%. So similar way, if we are copying the same element progress item again, here you can see for the mobile developer I only have 90% proficiency. So what I'm doing, I am 80% proficiency, so I'm mentioning width is equal to 80%, and you can see I'm providing the background color is here. So by providing that, I'm telling that in the entire progress div I only have 90% of proficiency, so that this is how you represent it. Then similarly, you can copy again the list progress item two more times for two more elements, that is networking and debugging. And then we have uh, another div element, that is grid list. And this another list element, that is grid list, is actually the same things that we have done above, that is the four things that the person is good at, that is web developer, mobile developer, networking and debugging. We are here using svg files here and mentioning what we do in that particular order. That list is done here by using the unordered list again, and we are calling it, giving it last name as grid list. And here you can see we are using list item. In that list item we have div, main div, that says about card, and we have another div for adding the icon svg, that is image, and we have h3 element for adding the name of the, that is the title, and paragraph element to mention the information about that particular domain. And this same thing is copied again for 4 times. So here you can be able to get for the 4 elements that we have. You can see here we have web developer, mobile developer, networking and debugging. And now let's go to the CSS file. About wrapper displays grid, gap is 50 pixel, margin block and is called 70 pixel. You can see by adding the grid element, we are aligning both elements in the row format, and we are having a gap of 50 pixel each between each of them. Then we have progress list, and for the progress list we have label wrapper, that is display flex, space between, justify content space between, align items is center, margin block and is 4 pixel. You can see the progress list is nothing but this is the progress list, right? Web developer, mobile developer, networking and debugging. So we are aligning each of them one after the another, and we are having space between each and every one. You can see the space between each and every one. Then we have progress item, not last child, margin blockend is given to it. Then we have progress bar. For that, background color is black color. You can see that is the basic color that we are given. You can see this black color, that is the graded color first we giving as default value to it. Then we have border radius is rounded border radius. You can see we have curved edges, like tube, small curved tube. Then we have progress field, height is inherent. Then about card, text align is center. You can see for the about card, that is this is the about card. All the elements are aligned exactly at the center. The icon, the title, and the data. You can see they are all aligned exactly at the center. Next we have card icon. For that we are giving max width and margin inline. And for the about card, card title margin block is even. For the block card also we are giving the margin. Then uh, then we can go to the project section. So now let's go to the project section. I hope you understand everything. So now right now we are in the project section. The project section we have the main div, that is the container div. You can see here. Then we have another div, that is title wrapper, and we are using data reveal is top. That is from top side to down side the animation will take place. In that we have a div to mention our latest projects, and paragraph element to mention check out the latest fully interactive projects. Then we have anchor tag, that is the buttons to see all the projects. Let me show you the image. So this is the image. You can see latest projects and the button and the top. Then we have the main grid list that we have used. Here we are using unordered list. For that I'm adding a grid list as a class, and I'm using list element. You can see this is the first list element, and in the list element I have the main div, project card div. Then we have card content div. In the card content div I'm having the data about the particular project, that is what it's in what domain. We are using the paragraph tag to mention the domain, that is web development. We are using h3 element to mention the title of the project, that is responsive travel. And we are using paragraph tag again to have small information about the project, that is card text. Then we have an anchor tag to have the button by using this demo, which is nothing but the button. So whenever you hover on to that button, it will showcase you the movement of arrow forward line. You can see here, this is the one here, small arrow button. Oh, it's nothing. Then we have the second div. After that is the figure one. Figure is nothing but the image that we are importing. So in one div, that is the main div, in the main uh, div, that is project card div, we have one div element, that is card content, and another is the figure. So we are using two sections in. It is very good thing to do that, so that you will be able to add the grid list to it, so that it will align exactly at the center. So now let's go to the style.css. You can see the margin block end is given to a title. For the button element, we are using grid list equal to gap equal to 40 pixel. You can see the gap between each and every project is 40 pixel of gap will be given. Then we have the for the project card padding displays flex direction is column. Then we have gap equal to gap is given, border radius and overflow is hidden. And for each and every card, that is for the card 1 and card 2, we are adding padding. And for the card 1 padding block end is 0, and for the project gap is 0. And card tag, card title, we are adding the margin and font values to it. And uh, you can see that next we have is the project button tx. For that we are adding displays flex, align items is center, gap is 5 pixel, font size and transition is given to it. For the button, let me show you that blur. You can see here we have demo button. For that we are adding it. Just little bit blur image I have here. Next we have is the contact section. Now let's go to the same list element that we have done for the first one, project card. We are copying the code and we are changing the values for 4 more times. You can see the exact one. We are just changing the values, the data values. That's all, so that we can be able to get the project values. Next we have is the contact section, and in the contact section And in the contact section, you can see that we have the main div, that is the container div. Then we have div that says container contact part, and in that main div we have one div which is for the image icon SVG file, and we have h2 element to mention the title, and we have paragraph element to mention the section text. Then we have form element, and by using the form we are having the input element, input data. What is first div is for input wrapper, that is input data elements. One is for type is text, one other one is email. The reason to mention the type is that it will give before submitting, it will show an error if the user doesn't provide the proper detail. That is, for the email element you have definitely have to mention at the date gmail.com or at the date email.com. If the user doesn't provide such information, it will show an error in the form submission. So that is one of the validation, that is the reason it is good thing to always add the type function to the input elements. Then we have text area. So whenever you want to give more space for the user to enter, then you can use the text area tag, and for that you can mention rows and column numbers so that you can be able to input as much as data that you want. Then we have button to submit, which is send message. The end section ends here. Let's go to the CSS. Before that, let me show you the image of it. Just one second. So this is the contact form. You can see the icon image, the contact title, and section text is in one section, and we have another section, that is form section. So now let's go to the CSS contact, and we have the contact card. For that we are giving the background color, padding, border radius is given to displays grid, gap is 40 pixel. So because we are adding the grid, so both are aligned exactly each other beside each other, and the gap is 40 pixel. Section title is given. Then input fields, for the input fields we are adding the background color, font size, padding, border radius, outline, and outline is given to them. You can see for the input elements we don't have any outline values. We can only see the name star value here, that it showcases the mandatory field to it. Next we have placeholder. For that only we are giving the color value, and text area input field, minimum height is given, height, max height. Then we have resize, that is vertical. Resize vertical. Then we have for the footer element, that is it ends over here. Next we can see the footer element, that is all rights reserved and social icons that we have. Let's go to the index.html. In the footer element we are adding the main div, that is the container div, and we have paragraph element that says all rights reserved, and we have another list. This is the same social list that we had in the nav bar. We are copying it again over here. So that is it. In the footer element we have two sections, that is one is the social list, and another one is the all right reserved copy right. So by using this because we are adding the grid value to it, they will be aligned with space between each of them, that is all right reserved at one end and the social icons at one end. Then we have the responsive web design. So by using the date media and mentioning the maximum or minimum size of the particular screen size, we are able to add the have the small changes to the values that we have already written. The above values are these all values are for the desktop version. So from here on we're gonna change those values. Only small values will be changing, like padding values or font size values. uh, these values will change because in the lesser screen size we don't want the text to be in huge text. We want the text to be in small size based on the size of the screen. So by using the date media function we do it. Minimum width is, that is for 575 pixel and above screen size. For those we these values will apply. The maximum width and margin inline. Then for the project card, padding is equal to 60 pixel, and contact card padding equal to 60 pixel. You can see this minimum height is 768 pixel. It is for 768 pixel and above. That is for the desktop version also. It will apply. Container maximum width is 720 pixel. The section title we are adding the FS5 values changing. That is font size values changed to 2rem. And grid list is grid template column 1FR. That is one at a time. It will be displayed. And title wrapper, space between and center. Then we have project button. Minimum width is maximum content. Next we have contact. You can see these all values we have already written. Just changing the values, gap values will be changing, or we are adding the display values to it. You can see for the container, footer container also we are using space between and center. This is exactly for the, you can see that is how we are getting this gap over here, and we are aligning both of them at each ends. Next we have 992 and above. This is for the desktop view. For that we are adding the root container and nav open button and navbar top. Uh, these all values we are changing. There are not huge changes in the values codes. We are changing small values like font size values, color values we are changing. Most of the time that is only taking place. It is similar to the desktop code that I have already written. So this responsive nav design is nothing but by changing the small values, that is font size values or display values, that is in the desktop version we have lot of space, so we can have display flex and you can have space between, so that one element beside another element can have. But in the mobile version the screen size is less, so we have to mention display, that is flex directions column, so one element below that another element will be displayed. So, and we don't want that huge size. We want only 80% of the screen size to be taken. That size only can be allocated to a particular section. That values are updated here. And for grid template column, repeat 4. You can see 4 elements will be repeated in the about section. This is for the desktop version. Next, we can see the minimum width is 200 pixels. This is also for the desktop and above version. Above screen size, you can see this is also for the above screen size values only. So this is the entire HTML CSS. Now let's go to the script JavaScript. So here we are adding const add event listener, that is function. This is will add event listeners to each and every element that is present in the main section, main section of the HTML. That is each and every section we are adding an event listener, so that we can be able to know at which particular section the cursor is currently the user is at. Next we have is the constant. Here this is for the active navbar, that is this is for the mobile version. So first we are creating constants, that is navbar, nav toggle and overlay. So this data navbar is the query selector, data nav toggler and data overlay. So these values are referring to here in the index.html. Let me show you that. Just 1 second. What are the values we have? We have data navbar. Here you can see data navbar one. This is referred over here, and by using the query selector we are referring it to as a new constant, that is navbar. Then we have data nav toggler. Um, you can see here data nav toggler for the close button. We have it. So here, which is referred here as nav toggler. Then we have data overlay. Second, data overlay. Data overlay. Here you can see we have the data overlay here. This is the empty div that we are using, which is referred over here as overlay. So what we are doing is that for the we are creating another constant, that is toggle navbar, and we are adding a function navbar dot classes dot toggle active, overlay dot classes dot toggle active, document dot body dot classes dot toggle nav active. So what we are doing is that, so whenever you click on the nav button, so whenever you will in the mobile version, whenever you click on the nav button, so what will happen is that it will add the nav active list to the nav bar, and the nav active list we have the values as visibilities. You can see here. One second, let me show you it so that you will be able to understand it perfectly. Here we added nav element. Second, you can see here nav active. So we are adding this nav bar active to the nav bar. So what will happen? Visibility will be visible. That is, it will move transform translate x equal to 300 pixels. So it will move from outside to inside, which is invisible to the human eye, and it will come inside of the screen size so that it will be visible to us. That nav bar is visible to us because whenever you click on that nav button, and that last is the toggle nav menu. So whenever you click on the data nav toggler, that is the second button, that is nav close or nav close button. So what will happen? It will change, it will remove this nav active, because toggle means that it will add as well as it will remove based on the click on that particular button. That is the reason we are added data nav toggler is the same reference that we have given for both the menu icon. You can see menu outline, this is for the menu icon we are given, and for also for the close icon also we have given the same value. You can see close outline also are giving data nav toggler. So toggle means that it will add and remove based on the click on that particular button. That is, when you click on the menu button, it will add the nav active, and when you click on the cross button, it will close the nav bar. So that is added here by adding the add event listeners. Okay, that is click value. Then we have header value. For the, we want the header to be fixed on top as we scroll uh, towards the downside. Like I'm scrolling like this, we don't want the navbar to disappear, we want the navbar to be fixed. So for that we are adding the event listener to the windows. This is it will be only active for the windows OS. Here we are using is that whenever it is scrolling, that is 100, then we are adding the active to it, and whenever else it is we are removing that active button to it. So this is nothing but whenever in the first section, in the front section, in the home section, then it will be removed, the class list will not be added to the header section, so it will be stayed but that particular place. So whenever it moves from one section to another section, we are adding an active class list uh, to the header section. So what will happen? The navbar will be fixed at the top of that particular website, and it will stick at that particular point. We will be able to see the navbar even when we are scrolling towards the downer sections. So that is done here by using this simpler code. Then we have is the data reveal. This is data reveal. This is by using how the animation take place. The information, the sections will move from top side animation or left side animation or right side animation that we have added. It will take place by using this JavaScript code. So here we are adding two creating two constant, that is reveal elements, reveal delay elements. Here we have data reveal and data reveal delay. Query selector all. So for all these values we have added data reveal and data reveal elements. uh, you can see data overlay. Mm, you can see here data reveal is top, data reveal here also is top, and we have data reveal delay 0.25 seconds. So we are referring these values over here in the script.js file. So you can see that we are referring these two values and we are giving them reveal elements and reveal delay elements as two new constants that we are creating. And we are creating a constant as reveal, and we are adding a function that for every value, that is for every time the data reveal or data reveal delay is shown in the website, whenever we are scrolling to the website, it will be getting those values by using by getting those values, inner HTML values. We are adding a class list that is reveal. So what will happen, this revealed, it will showcase that value, that is we want to what we want the data reveal to take place from top to bottom. So we want the image to come from top side to bottom side, and it should take its place, that the revelation will take place by using this if the for and if loop condition that we are given. And whenever and we want to have some particular delay of seconds, right? We don't want it to be plunked out right on the top. So for that we are adding the for loop to it. That is, we are adding the delay elements, and we are taking those values and we are adding the transition delay to the particular element. You can see the transition delay value is already mentioned in the HTML itself. That is data reveal delay 0.25 seconds. That code is given here. And for that purpose only we are adding the script elements. One script is for the main JavaScript file, and the second script is for the unpack uni icons. And these icons we are adding, we are linking to our index.html file. So this is the website, the entire source code, that the entire code I've explained you, and this is the website that is built. Now you can see the nav bars, you can see the section elements. Then we have projects. You can see the projects, how they are aligned, and you can see the contact form and contact data, how we added the SVG files, the button hover effects, the hover effect on the social media icons. So this entire website source code will be available in the description. If you like the content, definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing content, and try to, if you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. We are very close to reaching uh, to 4,000 hours of watch hour. So I request you, please watch the videos. It takes lot of effects to building it. Definitely try to build this project and gain more experience. And if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. And if you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Definitely try to visit the channel. There are more awesome websites built using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, React.js as well. And we have added so many animation. We have used a lot of JavaScript libraries like AOS, animation and typing JavaScript. So definitely try to visit the channel. And now let's go through the website. You can see the hover effect on the navbar, the color change effect, and you can see the hover effect on the social media icons, and you can see the box shadow effect around the navbar, and you can see the hover effect, as well as you can see the color change, background color change and hover effect on the button. Then you can see the bar design using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, so that we can be able to mention the proficiency at that particular work. You can see here. Then we have added some icons to represent the things that we do, that is web developer, mobile developer, networking and debugging. And you can see the projects here. You can see the hover effect on the button. Then you can see the projects. You can see the hover effect on the demo button. You can see how neatly we have given the background color to the entire project work. Then you can see here two more projects, demo buttons. Then we have the contact me form, name, email and message, and you can see the hover effect on the button, and the footer with social media icons. This entire website is also available in mobile and tab version. That is, it is entirely responsive website. Let me show you that. This is the desktop view of the website as you've seen before. Now let's try to go to see the tab version and mobile version of the website. You can see this is the mobile version of the website, how neatly they are aligned, the projects as well as the contact me form. You can see how neatly they have all been aligned. You can see this is the navigational bar. and you can see below support at the date, email, our contact details, and the social media icons. And you can see the responsiveness of this website, that is moving from one page to the another by clicking on the particular navbar. You can see the project. So this website is entirely responsive, and this entire website is made using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing front-end works using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, as well as React.js. If you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the description. Please let me know in the comment section, and the source code is available in the description. And definitely try to build this project. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. So now let's go through each and every slide. Right now we are in the home section, the navbar section. You can see the hover effect on the nav links, skills, contact, and download CV button. Then you can see the text, and you can see the space between each and how they are aligned perfectly. And you can see the hover effect, and by using the border radius we are able to have this curve at the edges. It is a CSS. Then you can see how we aligned the frame boxes with three align on by using the position absolute. Next we have is our about section. You can see in the about section we have used ion icons. We have used them to display here, and you can see the hover effect on the button, and you can see the position. By using the position value, we are aligning the images one on the another, and how they are aligned at particular positions of the on the website. Then we have the portfolio section, and you can see the hover effect on it. Zoom in, and you can see the button here, view project button, and you can implement as many projects as you want. Then we have the my skills section, and by using the bar, this is done by using CSS and HTML, and by that we are able to showcase how much percentage of proficiency that we have in the particular uh, skill that we are in. You can see 95% in HTML, JavaScript 90%. This is one of the ways to showcase your skills by using HTML and CSS. We have done that. Now you can see the contact me form. You can see the focus, the background around the button, how neatly we have aligned it, and you can see the hover effect on the button, as well as we have integrated the ion icons into our website. You can see phone, email, and the hover effect on the email ID and mobile number. Then this is the terms and conditions, and to go back to the top, you can click on this button so that we will be moved back to the starting page. So we have this entire website is responsive, that is it is also available in mobile and tab version. Let me show you that. So this is the desktop version that we have seen now, and now let's go to the mobile version. This is the mobile version of the website. You can see how neatly they are aligned in the mobile screen size, based on mobile screen size. And you can see the menu bar here. This is the menu bar, and you can see how we are able to move from one tab to the another tab, that is one section to the another section, by clicking on the menu element. And we have you can see how the smooth animation effect, and everything is aligned perfectly. The source code is available in the description. If you want to create such amazing projects and learn web development, definitely try to visit the channel and try to build these projects on your own. The source code is also available for any queries. You can go through the source code and try to learn how I have aligned all the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for creating such an amazing website. And if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching this. The full tutorials, line by line code explanations are available on my channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now let's try to we'll go through line by line code. So this is the website that we are going to build. So now let's go through the index.html file. And you can see in the head section we have the meta tag for SEO purposes, and then we have the title tag for giving the title to the website, that is responsive box portfolio website. Then we have linked our fav icon. Then we linked our style.css file to the style.css file using the link tag, and we have integrated linked Google API, Google static, and as well as font family, Google font family opens. You can see here. Then we can go to the body section. In the body section, we are right now we are in the header section. In the header section, we have the main container that we have the logo by using the anchor tag and as well as h1 heading element. Then we have button tag for this is for the mobile version, that is for the menu icon. So when in the mobile version we don't have lot space like the desktop version, so we will be hiding the menu bar, and we will call it into the website whenever we click on that menu button. So that menu outline button is here, and we have two buttons. One is menu outline button and other is close outline button, which is the cross button to close the menu bar. Then we have the navbar. The navbar we have another list. Another list has list items. List item in each and every list item we have an anchor tag. Anchor tag with an hash reference to that particular section. So whenever we click on this home section, it will move to the home, because here we referred H reference is given to the home section. So such a way we have have about portfolio skills contact and as well as download CV button. Then the header section completes here. So now we will go through the CSS. As we will go through the CSS too. Here we are in the CSS file. This is the root element. Root element is nothing but whenever what all the values that you want to reuse in the entire website, those values can be given here by giving them some name to it, and we can call this value by using the var element. Like you can see here, box shadow var manti. So like that way you can call the values into your any section of the code. So default all the values can be given here by giving them some name. We have given colors, then font families, and then we have font sizes, then we have font width. FW means font width. Then we have radius. Then we have section padding, then shadow and transition effects. We have all of these values which we have given in here. Then we can go to the default values, that is margin is 0, padding is 0, box size in this border box. And for every list item we have default list values, that is default it will have a dot in front of it, or star, or one value will be presented over there. So we don't want those list default values, default decoration values to be there. So there, that is the reason we are using list style equal to none. Then we have anchor tag. For a similar way to the anchor tag, whenever you use in the website, we will color it, it will come in blue color and it will have an underscore. To remove those decoration styles, we use text decoration is none and color is inherent. Then we have for the anchor tag image span input strong button text area and iron icon displays block is given to them. And for the image height is auto. These are all default values that we will give to the any item that we are including in the website. For those, these are the default values. Next, iron icons are the one we are using in this website. For them, we are adding the color as white. You can see button input, text area, background is none, border is one, font is inherent. Then button, cursor pointer, text area as well as input width is 100% is given. Address, these are all our default values, font size, values. And for the body, this is the main body section. For that, we are giving background color and color, font size, line height. Line height is nothing but you can see in the home section the gap between each and every the gap between line to line is nothing but the line height. uh, Then we have focus visible. WebKit scroll bar is nothing but how we can include the scroll bar also to your website. Like we have integrated this VS Code, you can see towards the right hand side we have a scroll bar, and by whenever we hover onto it, we can see the change in color that it will come to a little bit light color. That is nothing but WebKit scroll bar thumb hover. So whenever we hover, we will get light color on the scroll bar. Next we have is container. For that we are giving a padding line. And for the button we are taking color is white. Then font family is given to it. Font size, font weight, max weight is max content. So whatever the content size you can see here. Higher means small content. So we have small information. The size of the button is small. Download CV is takes more space. So we have big sized button. That is how we give max width is equal to max content. So whatever the content is based on that, the value will be given to it. And border radius is 50 pixel, and you can see by giving border radius 50 pixel, we have curved edges to the buttons both at both ends. Then you can go button primary is blue in color and button primary blue hover. When we hover on it, we get an orange color to it. And image cover values are given. Section subtitle. Section subtitle are the headings. Uh, next next we have is H2 H3 elements. For heading elements we are given color, font family, font weight and line height is given to them. H2 H3 elements are having different font sizes. Then we can go to the header section. You can see header section, header position is fixed. That is the reason it is fixed at the top of the entire desktop. Padding block is 15 pixel. Then we have width is 100%, background color is given to it, height, box shadow, overflow is hidden, transition zoom is equal to 4. You can see the header which is fixed on the top of the website. Next we have header nav active. For it we have height is 335 pixel, transition duration is 0.3 second. Header container displays flex, justify content is a space between align item to center. So this container is nothing but the container is the one which holds the nav bar. You can see div container. In this container only we have the logo, we have the buttons, and we have the entire nav bar and download CV also. So what we are doing is that we are giving display flex, justify content space between. Because of that we are having the both details are having the space between them and they are aligned exactly at the center of the header section. Next logo, for the logo we are giving color, font family and font size. Then nav toggle button, this nav toggle button close button, the display will be none to it, and whenever we're gonna click, this is for the mobile version, right? So in the mobile version we don't have large space. You can see like we will be having this much small space like the portfolio master. You can see this how we are giving information here on the left side. So this will be the font size. So we cannot have the entire navbar to be displayed on the top because it will take a lot of space. So we don't have that space. So what we are doing, we are not keep an equal menu icon. Like I'm hovering onto this button here, we will be having a menu icon, and whenever we click on that menu icon, what will happen is that it will trigger a JavaScript code. You can see here. So whenever we are taking const header, we are calling the header, referring the header here by creating a const header, and we are creating nav data toggle button over here. That button is nothing but you can see here is nav toggle button. So here these are the buttons that we are gonna use. The menu button for opening the menu bar, close outline button is to close the menu bar. So what will happen whenever these both are referred and an event listener is added. So whenever click on the button, it will add now the active list to the header, and this the splash list will be added to it by calling an active link to it. So when what will happen, it will display the menu bar in the, because you can see here right now what we are doing, we are keeping nav toggle button, close button as displays none, so it will be invisible to us. And whenever you click on those button, whenever you click on the button in the menu bar, then add event listener will work, and it will listen the click button, then it will add nav active and active button to it, because of which the display will become blocked. That means the menu bar will display in the uh, mobile. So we have navbar, position is absolute, top is 65 pixel, left is 0, width is 100%, position and given visibility is hidden. So this is what happens. So whenever it will add nav active, right? Whenever nav active is added to the header section, the visibility will become visible. So then only we will see the nav bar, because we have visibility is hidden. So whenever we click on this button, whenever we click on the menu button, it will trigger the JavaScript code, it will listen the code, and then it will add navactive to it. And what does navactive will do? Navactive will be adding visibility equal to visible. So that then the menu icon will be menu bar will be displayed in the mobile section. For the navlink, we are giving the font sizes. These are very basic one, and you can know all of them. Navlink hover color change is there for the navlink. So whenever you hover onto this nav elements, the color of them will change into orange color. The nav button orange. We are adding background color is orange. Margin block start 15 pixel. You can see it is in orange color. Then we can go to the hero section. So now let's go to the hero section. The hero section completes here. In the hero section, you can see we have main div, that is container. Then we have another div to have the hero banner. Image is added to here, and we are adding the all the information that we are having there. You can see we are adding this 5 years of experience and 500 plus projects done by using by doing this by adding div elements. Here you can see I'm using two paragraph elements inside a div, and similar way I am doing it for the projects also. Then we have another div for hero content div. In the hero content div, I am giving the information about by using the span and strong. These two tags, I'm using these two tags to give information about what I do, and paragraph element to give information. Then we have another div element for our buttons. One is for hire me and one is for about me button by using the anchor elements. You can see, let's go to the script. Let's go to the style of CSS file. So here you can see that we are using hero section. For the hero section, we are adding the background image, background repeat, no repeat, background size is given, color and minimum height is given. Display date, place items is center. You can see both elements are added exactly at the center of the website. Then we have hero banner. For the hero banner, we are giving width, height is given, background color is given, border radius, margin line, margin block and is given to them. And for the image, we are giving border radius inherent, and hero content text element is center, color is white. Now you can see the entire text is in white color and they are aligned exactly the center for this particular section. Then hero title strong elements, we are adding the information, and button group is nothing but display flex. Desktop is wrap, justify content is center, align item is center, and gap is 10 pixel. You can see both of them have gap of 10 pixel and they are aligned exactly at the center. That is exactly at the center of this particular domain. And then go to the about section. So this is the about section. So in the about section, we have main div, that is container div. Then we have figure div. In the figure div, we have images, portfolio images that we have, and then we have another div for adding our skills that we are most fond of. That is, I am using ion icons to specify CSS3, JavaScript, as well as logo React. Then I'm having about content, another div. In that div, I'm adding by using the paragraph h2 elements, I'm adding the information about me, and I'm adding an anchor tag to add my portfolio, to view my portfolio button. And whenever you click on this button, we will move to the portfolio section because I've added h reference to it. So you can see the about me section. Here is the about me section, and you can see how images are hovering onto each other by the positions, and this is the one we are building. You can go through the CSS now. You can see it displays none. Then about padding is 120 pixel. About banner, we are having a background color, border radius is given to it, margin block is 30 pixel. And for image cover, we are giving border radius inherent, and above is section title, section subtitle, section text name is left. You can see all these values. We are using section title, section subtitle, section text. All these values should be aligned exactly towards the left hand side. So you can see everything is aligned towards this side. Because in this section, for the about me text section, we want all of the data to align towards the left side. You can see the linear way. There is no gap, there is no discontinuity. That is added by doing this text and is on like this. Then we have section title, section end, we are giving margin block end, which is 30 pixel. You can see the gap between them. Then we have the portfolio section. the portfolio section, we can go to the portfolio section. We have main div, that is container. Then we have paragraph element for portfolio heading. Then host element for my amazing designs. Then paragraph element to add some more information. Then we have another list. In the another list, we have list item, and each list item has an anchor tag, anchor element with the uh, image for the portfolio. Then paragraph tag for the name, and history for the name of the website, and span element to view project, as well as we are adding an arrow forward icon by using the iron icon. The same code is copied again for 4 times for 4 projects. You can have different URLs you can add here to change the product and change information of that particular product for a particular project. The portfolio section here. So this is the portfolio section. This is the only one section we have here. There's one list item. You can see section title, section for title, margin block in is 1880 pixel. You can see here both are aligned towards the left hand side. Then we have portfolio list is displays grid, gap is 60 pixel. Each and every grid will having 60 pixel of gap in each and every section. Then we have portfolio card. For that we are adding the background color with functions, font values, border radius. You can see the border radius here also. The curved edges is nothing but because of the border adding border radius, we are getting curved edges to the portfolio image. Then for the margin left line start is auto for the last child. Then we have portfolio card subtitle. For that we are adding card title, we are adding the maximum max width. Then we have button link. The button link is nothing but you can see here in the view project we have an arrow. This is the button link. Here we are adding the style to it, and displays flex. Align items is centers because we want both the name as well as the icon to be placed exactly in the same direction, the same line. So we are added display flex, align items is center, text transform is uppercase, and we also given color and font size to the icon. You can see we are given orange color, and you can see orange color to the icon. Next we have the skill section. You can go to the skill section. This is the skill section. We have the main div as container. Then we have paragraph element for my skills heading. Then we have h2 for adding the heading. Then we add paragraph element to add some more information. Then we have an order list, and for this another list we are adding list item. And each and every list item has a div, that is wrapper, and each div has there are two divs inside them. HT element to write the name, and data element to add the percentage, that is 95 percentage. This value is used to showcase the percentage of proficiency that you have. Let me show you to you in the image. You can see here the 95 percentage is, this is how you create this percentage in the CSS by using the by using the HTML and CSS. In the HTML we will mention the amount of percentage that we are good at. You can see 95%, the value is given as 95%, and you can see for the wrapper we are giving width equal to 95. This is how you mention the width of the particular bar, and by mentioning that particular bar width, that is nothing but the proficiency in that particular one. You have 95%, so I'm giving 95%. A similar code is copied again for 4 times, for the 6 times for 6 skills that are given, and for each one we are changing the width value as well as the value, as well as for the width value the style for the wrapper element. You can go to the style.css file. In the skill section, the title and section text is given, they are aligned exactly at the center, and below it we are giving the margin to them. Then we have section list, which is displays grid, and gap is 25 pixel. You can see they are aligned in a grid format with a gap of 25 pixel each. Then we have wrapper. For the wrapper we are adding displays flex, justify content is space between, align items is center. You can see the wrapper is this one, the HTML, and the 95 percentage. This line is nothing but the wrapper. Then we have, because we are adding space between, you can see HTML is at one end, 95% is at one end. When section title and section data, we are giving color, font is font value, and for the skills progress box, we are giving background color, height is 8 pixel and border radius is given to it. Because of the border radius only, we have this curved cylindrical bar to us. Skill progress, we are giving background color and border radius is inherent. Height is 100%. Okay, next we can go to the contact section. In the contact section, you can see uh, the, the contact section. We have main container div, and then we have another div that is contact card div. In that paragraph element, HTML element is used for the heading. Then we have div as wrapper. Inside div we have form for inputting input elements for text, email. Then we have text area for adding message. Then we have button element for the send message button. Then we always try to have the type function type uh, first. If the user doesn't provide the required information that you want, then it will show as a error, as an error in the website itself, so that the user can mention. Because if you keep type equal to email, if the user doesn't provide at the date gmail.com or email.com, it will show as an error, so the user can correct it and it will enter the proper data. So definitely try to use the type in the form. Then we have another list for contact list event information like our address in one div, and then we have another div in the list item. Similar way that we are copying the first list item, and in that also we are using div for an icon plus the mail icon. Then we have in the another div we are giving the information by using S3 as email, and then we are using the anchor tag to mention the email ID. Similar way we are doing it for the phone also. Then we can go to the contact CSS. For that, background color is given, padding, border radius is given to it. You can see this card here because the contact card has a background to it. You can see the contact card. Then that card is in card format, and for that we're giving padding as well as border radius is given to it. And because of the border radius, we have the curved edges to the contact card. Then for the contact card, we have subtitle. For that, we're adding the colors as well as font size. Then we are adding text. The text time is towards the left. You can see towards the left hand side, the text is moved, not towards the center, not towards the right, towards the left hand side. So you can see how they are aligned towards the left hand side, straight line. Then we have contact font. Then we have contact input. For each and every input value, we are adding background color is given to that, border radius is given to them. You can see the border radius, small curved edges to the input elements, and for the text area also. Then we have placeholder that is color is given to them. That is nothing but you can see the faded color name, email, and message. Then we have button submit. Button for the button submit, we are giving the same values of the button. You can see here, whenever we hold on to this button, the send button, send the message text will get orange color and the background will change into white color. That is given here because we are hovering onto the button, we are changing the color as well as the background color. Then we have contact item flex center. You can see this flex center is nothing but this is the one, the address, email, and phone. For that we are adding flex as center, so they are aligned exactly the center in the box. Next we have contact icon. For the icon I'm giving background color, then I'm giving font size, padding, and border radius. That when we can go to the contact link, that whenever we hover onto it, it will show white color. You can see for the email as well as for the phone, whenever you hover onto this email ID and phone number, it will change color into bright white color. Here we have the footer section. You can see the footer section. Inside we have main div, that is container div. Then we have paragraph element for all types result. Then we have another list for terms of condition by using restart element and anchor tag to have two terms of condition as privacy policy. Then we have another anchor tag outside of the footer for top back to top button. Whenever you click on this button, it will move back to the starting page. First, let's go to the footer element. Footer background color is given to it, padding is given, copyright. Copyright is nothing but the name that we are giving here. Max width is max content, margin is auto. Then we have copyright link. And for that, we are using display as inline block, and transition is given to them. Then we have copyright link hover. So whenever we hover onto those links, then the color will change into white color. and that is footer list, mass content, and author. Then footer list displays a main block, margin is given to them. Then you can see footer link, whenever you hold on to the color will change. This back to top button is nothing but, so when in the website we are adding an anchor tag for back to top. So whenever you click on it, it will go to the top because we are giving anchor tag h reference is top. So this top h reference is nothing but, you can see here in the starting page for the body element we are giving id equal to top. So it will move, it is referring to this position. So whenever you click on this button, whenever you click on this anchor tag back to top anchor tag, it will move back to the starting page. For that, we are adding the styles of CSS here. You can see color, font size is given, position is fixed. Bottom towards the right hand side, you can see at this particular end of the website, you can see the back to top button. And whenever the back to top button is active, after you can see right equal to -5 pixel, opacity is 1, visibility is visible, then it will be visible to whenever we are in the home section, that is in the first section of the website, it will be invisible to us. It will not be shown in the website. And whenever we move to the next section, like in the above section, then we will be able to see that because we will add a active button to it back to top. Then we have After Effect, and for the After Effect, top equal to 10 pixel, left is equal to calculate 100%. We move to the top side for first slide whenever we add After Effect to it. So you can see the script here, that is the JavaScript function that gives you that. Here is the one. So back to top, we are referring to the data back to top. Here you can see the query element back to top. So we are referring here in the JavaScript, and we are creating a constant as back to top, back top button. And whatever we are doing, we are using the Windows add event listener, and whenever you scroll, just think that right now I'm in the home section, so it is not necessary to showcase the back to top button. So whenever I'm scrolling down to the next section, then the Windows scroll will go into 100, it will move out, and because of that it will add active list to it. Active list, what it will do, the active will make visibility visible, and that means it will showcase back to top button towards your right hand side, and uh, it will show you to the right hand side. And whenever you click on that button, back to top button, because we are adding the h reference to it, you can see we are adding the h reference here, but we are simply adding the h reference, that is to the top, will be moved back to the starting page of the position. That is done here. Next, we can go to the responsive media query. So until now, we have seen the mobile version. For the mobile version, we have done all the coding up to now. And for increasing the values, we are going to increase the values for the desktop or tab version, where larger size in versions, minimum width is 600. From the 600 pixel onwards, these values will be applied to them because we are adding edited media to it. Then we can say we know it is 768, this is 768 and above, that is for the tab version, and above desktop version we are adding these changes. Responsive web design is nothing. If you are able to make one end, you have to make either it can be desktop end or towards the mobile end, make one version completely, then change those values according to the size of it. You can use the Chrome, by using the Chrome inspect function also, you can be able to know how much amount of value if you have changed. That font size is too big for the mobile version, so let me reduce this font size. The images are aligning in the horizontal side. I want them to be aligned in the vertical direction because they should be displayed in the mobile version. I don't want them to be go outside of the mobile version, so it looks bad. So to make that, we are going to make display grid. Then flex direction, we are grid or flex direction we are using. Then display flex, then we are using flex direction column. So all the values will be aligned in the column direction, that is towards the vertical direction. Such values are changed. So there is nothing difficulty in doing anything, but first you have to master a way that you have to complete perfectly either mobile version or desktop version. Then you can change the values. These all values you can see. Grid template column we are using one. Only one will be displayed in the desktop version. In the mobile version it will display lot. Then we can see 992. This is for the main desktop version. You can see the font size values are changing towards the 6.4, 3.5, because we in the desktop version we want the data to be in huge, right, in big case, so that we can be able to see them perfectly. So for that purpose only we are having we are changing the font size values to higher values. Then you can see the container nav toggle button, because we don't want nav toggle button to be visible in the desktop version. We only want it to be visible in the mobile version, so that whenever we click on it, the menu bar can be visible. So we are using displays none. You can see these are values are very simple values. The changes will take place only in the display. You can see display flex, align items to center. We are aligning all those values in center. Uh, in the mobile version, we cannot have the entire navbar in the mobile top bar. So that is the reason we are hiding it towards the left hand side or towards the right hand side, using hidden using after we are doing it. That is one of the CSS important things before and after. Display functions like flex, grid. Then you also need to learn position values. That is position absolute, position is relative. These are the main topics in CSS. They give a lot of knowledge to you. It will give your website very responsive, and very important topics are these only. So these all values will change. You can see left, bottom, small changes are there. That is only value changes will be there. We are not adding any new content here. Only value changes will be there to them. And display values will change from column to in the column direction to horizontal direction, because in the row direction because right now we are in the desktop version, right? So we have a lot of space, so we want them to align in the row direction itself. You can see display grid with template column is given and align items is center. You can see these all values, they are just small change in values. That's all. We are not adding any new values to it. We are just changing the values based on the size of the screen. So that's all. This is the entire website that we're gonna build. This is the home section. This is the about section. Then we have the portfolio section and skill section. Then we have the contact section. Go back to the home. So if you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. It takes really lot of time and efforts for explaining you, for creating this website, and for also explaining this website line by line code. Definitely try to let me know if you have any suggestions in the comment section. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. So now let's go through each and every slide. Right now we are in the home section, the navbar section. You can see the hover effect on the nav links, skills, contact, and download CV button. Then you can see the text, and you can see the space between each and how they are aligned perfectly. And you can see the hover effect. And by using the border radius, we are able to have this curve at the edges. It is a CSS. Then you can see how we aligned the frame boxes with 3 align on by using the position absolute. Next we have is our about section. You can see in the about section we have used ion icons. We have used them to display here, and you can see the hover effect on the button, and you can see the position. By using the position value, how we are aligning the images one on the another, and how they are aligned at particular positions of the on the website. Then we have the portfolio section, and you can see the hover effect on it. Zoom in, and you can see the button here, view project button, and you can implement as many projects as you want. Then we have the my skills section, and by using the bar, this is done by using CSS and HTML, and by that we are able to showcase how much percentage of proficiency that we have in the particular uh, skill that we are in. You can see 95% in HTML, JavaScript 90%. This is one of the ways to showcase your skills by using HTML and CSS. We have done that. Now you can see the contact me form. You can see the focus, the background around the button, how neatly we have aligned it, and you can see the hover effect on the button, as well as we have integrated the ion icons into our website. You can see phone, email, and the hover effect on the email ID and mobile number. Then this is the terms and conditions. And to go back to the top, we can click on this button so that we will be moved back to the starting page. So we have this entire website is responsive. That is, it is also available in mobile and tab version. Let me show you that. So this is the desktop version that we have seen now, and now let's go to the mobile version. This is the mobile version of the website. You can see how neatly they are aligned in the mobile screen size, based on mobile screen size, and you can see the menu bar here. This is the menu bar, and you can see how we are able to move from one tab to the another tab, that is one section to the another section, by clicking on the menu element. And we have you can see how the smooth animation effect, and everything is aligned perfectly. The source code is available in the description. If you want to create such amazing projects and learn web development, definitely try to visit the channel and try to build these projects on your own. The source code is also available for any queries. You can go through the source code and try to learn how I have aligned all the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for creating such an amazing website. And if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching this. The full tutorials, line by line code explanations are available on my channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. Thank you.